The call is heads from Andrew Strauss.
Heads, it's England.
England win the toss. What's happening?
We're going to have a bowl. There's pretty even covering of green grass here, and we think there might be some conditions we can exploit this morning.
How badly do you think you'll miss Stuart Broad then?
Well, that remains to be seen. I mean, from what we've seen from Chris Tremlett, he's looked in outstanding form. This wicket should suit him. So we're keen to get amongst it and get off to a good start today.
I was going to say, I should think you're itching to go. Even though you had the game against Victoria, it's sort of a long week since the success at Adelaide.
Yeah, Adelaide seems like a long time ago, and actually that's not a bad thing. I think it's about starting from square one again, and earning the right to get on top of Australia. We need to start this first session well. Any
concern for you that James Anderson's been back to the snow and back here again since the last game?
No, he's been very bright and sprightly, and he's got the bit between his teeth. I'm expecting a pretty strong performance from him this week.
And obviously huge for you that winning here retains the Ashes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's there in front of us, but we need to get the first bit of this game right and not worry too much about what's going to happen on days 3, 4 and 5 at this stage. So looking for a strong start today, plenty of intensity, and hopefully hit the ground running.
All right, thanks for your time. Good luck. Ricky, even by Ashes standards, this is one of the biggest games you've played in for you and your team.
It is, yeah. I mean, I think they all have been so far in the series, and this one certainly is a big game for us. We've trained well this week. There's great life and energy around the group with a couple of younger guys being included, so we're looking forward to starting the game well. Now,
tell everybody here in Perth what you've decided about your team.
We've gone in with 4 fast bowlers today. Obviously, Hughes comes in for Kadich and Smith comes in the middle order for Marcus North. So Hilfenhaus and Johnson both come back in from the Adelaide game, and Michael Beer's the unfortunate one to miss out. So that's the way we've decided to go. And as you can see, there's a fair bit of grass on this track, so I think it might offer something for the new ball right through the game.
So that sounds to me like a team that wanted to bowl first then with 4 specialist fast bowlers.
Yeah, we were going to have a bowl as well. As you can see, there's a little bit of moisture and good grass cover. So, unfortunately we haven't been able to do that, but hopefully we can bat well, and if we bat well we can set the game up from there.
There is a barrage about to happen. This England attack are raring to go. They are chomping at the bit. They can't wait.
Right behind us, the Aussie batsmen make their way to the middle. Philip Hughes almost dancing to the crease.
Well, it's well taken. I think that's Stargate. No, he's given him. And straight away, Shane Watson is going to review this one. And I'm not surprised. It sounded very like a thud to me, like a thigh guard, and not a bat, maybe a glove.
It's a good take from Pryor, and I'm sure you're going to see this just straight off the thigh pad. Yep, just off the top of the thigh pad, not near the glove. Look at the take, though. Super take. There you can see it's clearly off the thigh pad.
Well, it's going to be reversed, and this is why this is such a good system. I mean, I've got to say that had he been given out there, that would have been a tragedy from Australia's point of view.
It's through. Phil Hughes is away. Did square him up a little bit. First runs from the bat. It's a very good length. Knocked him over. Knocked him over. Terrific start for Chris Tremlett. Got the ball full and maybe a bit of swing and found the gap between bat and pad.
Well bowled, Chris Tremlett. It's a great start. He shortened him up a bit at the start. He got him on the back foot. And in the last few deliveries, he pitched up. I reckon this one has swung back through the gate. And that was exactly what you were talking about, Mark Toe, about the length. It was fuller, it was at the stumps. Beautifully bowled by Chris Tremlett.
Yeah, I think it did come back just a little bit. It certainly didn't go across him, and may have even been a little bit of seam there. Straight through his defences, stumps it down, and the end of Hughes. Comprehensively bowled there by Tremlett for 2, and well, that's a sad start actually for the Australians. Right, this is going to be a huge test. This is a very, very vital time in this test match.
In the air and through the gap. Well, through the gap between third slip and the finer of the 2 gullies. Away for 4, so the Australian captain's away, but streakily. Now Ponting, not quite out in the middle, but probably hit well enough to get 4. It's just going to trickle in, that'll do. Ponting looking to be aggressive, good sign.
Very good sign. Yeah, you just need a little bit of luck early on, and this is the sort of player who, boy, give him a break or two, can make such a difference.
3 steps, 2 gullies. And off the toe and dropped. Oh, great effort from Andrew Strauss. That would have been some catch. It was off the toe or of the bat, flew away, and Strauss did well to get a hand on it.
He certainly did. I mean, that would have been a miracle catch. He got his left hand to it, I think. He went slightly right into the air, and just watch him. And then he realises it's left hand, so one. Oh, dear. And then thinking about a rebound, but it was just too far away.
Lovely shot from Ponting. That ball didn't swing. Ponting's found the boundary again.
Listen to the roar. Aussies are desperate for Ricky Ponting to fire here.
That's Paul Collingwood, I reckon. And he's shoved out the right hand and grabbed the Australian captain.
This is a huge wicket. Ponting can't believe it. He's played 1 or 2 glorious shots. He's got a thick outside edge. And you're dead right. Collingwood has caught an absolute blinder. Look at this.
Well, you're not going to see too many better catches than this. Have a look at this. He goes flying through the air. Look at that. It was going quick too, and he's off the ground. That's a super catch. Those sort of things can really turn everything around. Wow. The Poms are on fire, aren't they? The English, shall we say, Tony. They're catching good. They're bowling well.
Show some respect. That's right. It's 2 for 17.
Clark has put one through the gap this time. It was flashy, it was in the air, and it's 4.
Ian Bell in the gully, throwing himself to the left, just not able to get a hand on it.
Oh, that time it's middle. Genuine half volley. Footwork good, result good.
One of Shane Watson's great strengths is to pounce onto anything over pitch. By modern standards, in fact, really by any standards of opening batting, that's a pretty big stride forward.
That it is. A short ball, nipping away, gets the outside edge. 3 for.
Well, he looked very uncertain on the back foot, Michael Clark. He's already had one that just evaded the gully fieldsman. And on that occasion, good bouncing delivery from Tremlett, but Michael Clark certainly looking very unsure on the back foot, and that's 100 dismissals for Matt Pryor in Test cricket. In fact, 100 catches for Pryor in Test cricket.
Oh, England can do no wrong. That ball didn't do a lot, and Clark is out. Hussey somehow gets an outside edge to that. It was full, it was drivable, and the edge picks up 4.
Finn continues. Very full, there's a shot. It's hitting on the toe, he's gone. There's another Aussie wicket down. England are on fire this morning at the Wacker.
Well, they're going together. I think they did hit the toe first. The batsmen are talking about it. Yep, they're going to call for it. I think that this might be a wasted one. Where does it hit him? Well, you see that it hits him on the toe, I'm sure, first. Toe and then bat behind the toe. Now the question is line, and I don't think he got himself outside the line.
Well, he wants it to be outside the line. That is off stump line. He is gone, Watson, without a doubt.
Now then we've got to have a look down the wicket to see where the ball was heading. There we are. It hit him right on that off stump. So hitting out all over, hit him right on the line of off stump there and crashing into middle and off. So up goes the finger. The original decision stays in place, and Australia are now in even more trouble. 4 down for 36.
Fuller one down the ground of 4. Well, something for Australia, something for Hussey.
Yeah, good bowling when the Yorker's right on middle and hits him on the foot, but obviously striving for that Yorker length again there, Finn.
There's an edge, that'll be 4 as well. It's to be expected day one. Technically, it was in a pretty good position. That's why it got to the ground.
Safe and plenty. In fact, maximum.
That's the beauty of batting at the whacker. That's a genuine top edge.
Finn looks as his boot as if he might have just lost his footing, but Michael Hussey very quick to pounce on the first really bad ball bowled by England this morning.
The start of the post-lunch session. Oh, and what a start. What a lovely length and line. That gives you some idea of the discipline that this guy's shown over the series so far.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he's going at the end of the day, if they're out there still bowling, and there's a real chance that England will be batting sooner rather than later, particularly if Anderson can keep the ball in that area.
Oh, yes, got him. That's beautifully bowled. Magnificent bowling. A short ball first, trying to entice him to play the pull shot. The next one was just short of a length, and that one was absolutely perfect, just outside off stump, and perhaps even nipping away a little bit.
I think that's dead right, Tony. It's the nature in which this was set up. You've got the short delivery, you play the pull shot, and then you shorten him up again, and then the full one. It's smart. Everything England are doing is intelligent, and they've made the most of the conditions here. Day one at the whacker, and it's the big fella who came in late. He didn't play the first couple, but he's got 3 this morning. 5 for 69.
Oh, good shot. Beautiful cover drive. Now that one went out a little bit, but hadn't had it covered, and that might well be the shot of the day.
Yeah, the previous shot, an area of concern for Haddon at times. He can get caught on the crease. Just short of a good length, he gets caught on the crease and no great foot movement. But here, you've got a weight transfer. You haven't got your feet going down the track, but his head went forward. And as a bowler, I suppose all you can do is applaud that. Haddon's taken a positive approach, and he scorches it through the covers.
Right, Jimmy Anderson continues. He beats the outside edge of Hussey. That length is perfect. Try scoring runs off that.
Try surviving that. That really was the perfect delivery. There's nothing much you can do about that. You just hope that exactly that happens, that you miss it. If your luck's in, you miss it.
These two have got the work to do. Oh, he's timed that beautifully. The classic off drive.
Yeah, good shot from Brad Haddon.
Half the runs in boundaries, which is very Perth-like. Drew's laid back and collared that. Number 13.
That's a glorious shot from Michael Hussey. That wasn't that short.
And that's rocketed to the ropes. Pitching up's good, but don't over-pitch.
Well, that's one of the pleasures of batting at the whacker. If you bang the ball into the ground, hit the ball hard into the ground, even if you hit it straight at the fieldsman, there's a good chance it'll bounce straight over his head.
Out he comes, Brad Haddon. Doesn't time it perfectly, but well enough by a long way.
That's the way he plays, Brad Haddon. It was just curving away, and they're the type of off-spinners who have a bit of success here at the whacker, the offies who can curve the ball.
Here he goes again. There's no one placed down there because you know what? You can't have a fielder in the crowd.
That's a glorious shot. Haddon really charging along here bringing up the 50 partnership with a 6. And he's also taken his own run rate to a runner ball.
Hussey cuts this time. It's high and it's long. He goes to 51. Hussey's in the runs again.
He has been a real saviour for Australia in this series. Without Hussey, the batting could have been in real deep trouble.
Well, this time it's leg side. It wasn't that bad a delivery, but Hussey has got it. It's push, push, push. 4. 55 not out. Hussey again plays it. A pull shot. Brilliantly. Better than I expected. Finn in trouble. Hussey on fire. 5 for 134.
Beauty. Did he get a flick on it? Bowler and keeper certainly think so. Hussey stands his ground. Now we're going to have a review here.
Well, Matt Pryor hasn't even bothered with bowler or captain. So he better be right, because Andrew Strauss won't be pleased with him. Matt Pryor knows for certain.
Jaffa of delivery, spun and bounced. Is there something? Oh, yes. A big nick there. Big nick. Great catch from Matt Pryor. Spun and bounced quickly. Found the edge of Hussey's back. Huge breakthrough for England.
Hussey goes. Massive. Graham Swan in his second over this time. 61. A beautiful 61 from Michael Hussey comes to an end.
Shot from Haddon. Just too short at the moment, Finn. Haddon's played that beautifully.
There is a moment here where Brad Haddon just seems to pause, take stock, and play his stroke to life. Whoa, 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 whoa. Easy, Brad.
That'll do. It's not a bad delivery, but it's a good result for Haddon. There's a good shot through the offside. There's a confidence booster. And worrying signs for Steve Finn, who really is having problems with one of his calf muscles. Edge over the top. They're going to go flash hard, and that's what Johnson did. 2 boundaries in the over. 6 for 156.
He's picked the right one bounce 4. Just think he's a better player if he's looking to hit the ball, see it, hit it. Yes, it's got to be the right one, but see it and hit it.
No, smash him, Mitch. I'm with you. Go for it. If you get out, you get out.
Exactly.
Smash it.
You did make 100.
No, good point. But got a few runs here or there by slogging him. And the more he tries to slog him, with Finn in a bit of trouble, the more the other quickies might come back.
And that'll help him. Look at that. That's a great shot.
Yep, that was the width. Just a little bit short and a little bit wide, and Mitchell Johnson hit it really hard.
Haddon 50. It's been a gutsy one. 100, 250s in the series so far. Certainly has returned into the Australian side in great form. Australia trying to turn the tide, change it round as Mitchell Johnson smacks one into the deep, and he smacks it all the way.
That's out of here. That's what I like. That's great batting from Mitchell Johnson. Put as many back as you like. And I think that by putting all these people back, just releases all the pressure you want. And then about these sort of shots, not about overhitting them. Make him feel uncomfortable and it's turning and bouncing, even if it's not. Create something that's not there, pressure on him. He should just straighten up and get a bit more of an off-stump line. That sort of area.
That's nicely hit. Cleanly hit. There's a man down there. When he hit it, I thought he was in with a chance of catching that. It's hit the fence on the full. That's 6.
Such a good striker of the ball, Mitchell Johnson. Look at that. Didn't quite get that eye. That's a bit of a slice off the tee.
Edge. Oh, good catch. Once again, they're doing things very well, the English. Graham Swan this time at second slip. It was not an easy catch. It went quickly. He got 2 hands to it and took it well. Haddon's gone.
Yeah, look, it was a big shot. It was a healthy edge too. I thought it was going to fly over second slip, but as we've seen throughout the test matches to date, the catching from England has been superb. They hardly miss a thing. Again, a neck, security in the slips, and an Aussie batsman walks off. Haddon for 53.
Hussey 61 and Haddon 53 have been the best of the Australians. Oh, it's punched through wide mid-on. There's the power.
He's strong. His approach to batting today has been outstanding. Much better than we've seen in recent history. He's been out there with a purpose. He's seen the ball and he's just let his natural instinct take over.
How sweet was that? That's like Jimmy Anderson's bowler throwdown. It's a bit shorter, thanks, mate. Seriously, he's absolutely creamed that. Look at this. Bang! Harris is away. King pair in Adelaide. He's got a couple here. He'll get 3. Well, he might even get 4 here. Well, just the 3, but he's away. He'll be happy with that.
First runs in Test match cricket here in Australia after a king pair. Oh, bowled in. Beautifully bowled. James Anderson, full and straight and quick, right through Ryan Harris.
Able to pounce, haven't they? It's something they've been excellent at, England. Once they get that breakthrough, they'll get 1 or 2 or even 3. And Australia at times has not been able to stop the capitulation. Again, we see a wicket ahead brings about the wicket of Harris. And in close proximity as well, James Anderson enjoying the moment. Australia 8 for 201.
This was just before the wicket ball. Not exactly sure what's being said out there, but it certainly fired up Anderson. The next one ripped in him. Terrific delivery, and straight away turned around to Johnson and said thanks very much. Fired me up nicely. Oh, and it edged through about 5th slip. Going to run away for 4. He's bowling well though, James Anderson.
He'll want a couple here, which will take him to a wonderful 50. An innings of great common sense and plenty of entertainment in it too.
Just that roar, that feeling of support from the crowd. Often you're looking for appreciation at this level. You're trying your best. It doesn't quite come, but just a simple roar like that, be it with bat in hand, not ball, will do his confidence no harm at all.
Hey! Mind the seagull.
He's found a nice chicken wing there. Had his eye on. He wasn't going to be stopped by anything.
That's full again. He's hit the pad. Has there been a second noise? Maria Erasmus says not out. There's a hint of 2 noises. There's a hint of leg side. What is Strauss going to come with? And it's a review.
There doesn't look to be anything on the inside edge. Now, bear in mind that he's been given not out here. So it's an English bowling review. You've got to get 3 red lights here. So it's in line, impact in line. Now it's going to wickets umpire's call. So it's saying that the umpire's got this right.
Mitchell Johnson backs away, top edges. Is it going to go for 6? No. One bounce 4. He goes to 62, and Siddle's 13 in great support. That one's really short, and it's really badly hit to the fielder at square leg.
Yeah, well, he's gone to ground only because he got a cramp. But it'll be a nice feeling cramp because they've got rid of the danger man. And hasn't he played well? Mitchell Johnson, 62 of 92 deliveries, 8 4s and a 6. And this was the end of it.
Yeah, that's a strange dismissal. He played really well, Mitchell Johnson, but as Ian Healy said, there was only one man on the leg side and he kicked him out. Could have dabbed that anywhere. Picked up a 1 or a 2. In the end, he guided it straight to Anderson. Good hand, though, from Johnson for 62. On 9 for 2-2-3.
Now Hilfenhaus is into the stroke playing mode. He's off the mark with a beauty.
Lovely shot.
Oh, he's edged it. That was beautiful bowling. A big leg cutter. And Swan just couldn't get his hand on it. Siddle picks up 4. Goes to 22. Get off me, he says. Picks off a 4.
Well, that brings up the 250, and Hilfenhaus will be saying, I wonder what's coming next.
Short, he's gone the soft option. He's wanted Hilfenhaus's scalp, but he's got hammered.
Hilfenhaus picked it right. He's going for my throat. And he was winding up and ready for him.
Bad news is he's still got 1 more to go. There's still 1 ball left to go. That was the first one, over wide, mid-off. Then he did go the short ball. Oh, Hilfenhaus was ready for it, wasn't he? He was waiting for it.
Magnificent entertainment. He's got the English rattled here. Siddle's on strike at the moment. Andrew Strauss has spread the field quite generously. Finn gets dispatched down the ground now. It's Hilfenhaus on the back foot, Siddle on the front.
Oh, this is terrific. The crowd are loving this. Good tail end batting. Throw the bat. Small, that's not a half volley. He's hit that on the rise.
Oh, he's played the tennis pull shot. It was high. The chance of mishitting it, no way. Down the ground, pulled.
Let's have a look at this. Funny sound as it came off the bat.
Trotted mid-off, didn't pick it up. Thought it was going to be a square cut. It's come down the ground, just like the pull shot should have gone square. It went down the ground as well.
Really a top spinning forehand.
Oh, there'll be a big shout here. Is there an edge? He's been given. Australia all out. It was, I suppose, an appeal that suggested a definite edge. And that closes it out, 268, no 300 for Australia, but better than first thought this morning when the wickets were tumbling. 4 for 65 at lunch. They've rallied okay.
Yeah, and now all that for 268 and a second wicket to the spinner. It's the beauty of having a spinner, someone who can change the pace of the game, particularly when 2 batsmen are going against the quicks. Eventually it's Ben Hilfenhaus who, well, he smashes onto his pad, big thick inside edge onto the thigh guard, simple catch to Cook.
So Australia's tail wags for the first time in the series, and valuable contributions yet again from Mike Hussey and Brad Haddin. Mitchell Johnson will take plenty of confidence from his half-century, while the England bowlers were impressive again. Jimmy Anderson and Chris Tremlett each snaring 3 wickets.
And that did it fall short? It was in the air. It almost looped to second slip. Ricky Ponting. He has an ability to dive forward. He's excellent at moving forward to the ball. But it was almost as if he thought it was going to get to him, or he might have even lost it.
Australia hope it isn't a bad aim, and then we get a big, genuine play and miss. Probably a centimetre in nicking that. That one has been played nicely. It was short, it was wide. And it's almost gone the whole hog. I think it has. That's a bottom edge, and it'll be 4. It's a very positive start. Cook again gets something wide. He's going to go after it. Australia all out 268. It'll be Harris. Gets it up there. That's a waft from Strauss. He's going to play that through the offside.
Offline again, and that's 4. They're pitched way outside leg stump, and left-handers normally make a meal of those. If he has as good a time with the ball as he had with the bat, then we could be in for some fun and games. Oh, and he's hit that one very hard. It was in the air, and it went flying through that area around about gully. And that's the sort of delivery that could so easily have ended up in Gully's hands. The end of the over, not a bad one. No wicket for 25.
Strauss played a cramped cut shot, and Hussey just did not pick it up. Very similar to the way Strauss got out in the first test in Brisbane. Very first dismissal of the series. Things could have been different.
It's well bowled. Well, those weren't bad overs from Johnson. That's a step in the right direction from him. Tomorrow is going to be a big challenge for him.
It certainly will. It's a challenge for everyone with that Australian coat of arms on their left chest. 12 overs have yielded 29 for England. They go to the sheds after day 1. Australia 10 for 268, and themselves still 10 wickets in hand.